Okay, so like I promised, I would make a video if there's anything interesting to discuss about from either or both State of Play and Nintendo Direct. And there were a couple of very interesting things that I look forward to. So let's begin with Nintendo Direct, because this video will be mostly about the State of Play, because there were definitely more interesting stuff than personally for me in Nintendo Direct. So and one game announcement was interestingly only revealed on Nintendo Direct, that was not present on State of Play, and the most surprising was the Tomb Raider Trilogy Remaster Collection, where you get remastered versions of first 3 Tomb Raiders in one package. With all the expansions that were released back in the day will be included, also the extra levels, secret levels, everything will be included in this remastered collection. But yeah, I mean, I get it that it's first 3 games, so they can call it a trilogy or something. Remaster collection. But my favorite old school Tomb Raider game is not included. That is Last Revelation, the 4th Tomb Raider. But maybe we'll see if we get also remasters, from Last Revelation and Chronicles. Maybe Angel of Darkness. No, that's not going to happen. That was a big flop. I mean, I personally, I will defend that game. It wasn't that horrible as many fans say. I think Angel of Darkness has its strong elements, but it was definitely flawed game, of course. But anyway, so yeah, very interesting. Came out of nowhere, Tomb Raider Trilogy Remastered, and it's coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, the usual, Xbox Series consoles, Xbox One, a Nintendo Switch, and I'm not sure, because I really personally don't care about PC, but I'm assuming it's coming to PC on Steam or Epic Game Store, or both. Yeah, I'm not sure, I haven't checked that, but I'm assuming it's also coming to PC. It would make sense. But anyway, and the price, it's already available to pre-order digitally on all platforms, maybe except Steam, because Steam doesn't really allow players, mostly. There are very few games you can pre-order on Steam for some reason, but yeah, you can pre-order digitally from PlayStation Store, Xbox Store and eShop. And I decided to get it, and I already pre-ordered Tomb Raider Trilogy for Nintendo Switch, because I just love the fact that I get them on the go. I can play them on handheld, and also I pre-ordered them for Xbox Series S and Xbox One, and let me tell you a little bit why I decided to get it for Xboxes rather than PlayStation consoles. Well, I have talked a little bit earlier about the smart delivery option on Xbox consoles, and I really love that. And again, here with the Tomb Raider trilogy remastered, you will get smart delivery, so you get both uh, Xbox Series version and Xbox One version with one price. And it's 30 euros. Yeah, the collection will be 30 euros. Well, it is 30 euros. And you know, not just that you get both Xbox versions when buying it with smart delivery option, you get the shared save file. So that is an awesome feature that as far as I know, it's not on PlayStation platform. So on Xboxes with the smart delivery, you can, start the game. Let's say Tomb Raider. You start either Tomb Raider 1 or 2 or 3 on Xbox Series console, and you can continue where you left off with Xbox One because it has the shared save file, and vice versa. You can go back to Series console and continue further from that. So I love the shared save files, and like I said, as far as I know, that option is not on PlayStation. So of course there are cross-gen bundles available on PlayStation consoles, so you get both PS4 and PS5 versions with the same package, but they don't have the shared save files, so they are separate save files. You have to play them separately. You can't, if you have started the game with PS4, you can't continue the same game with PS5. It has a separate save file, so that's a big bummer, and that is really the strong point and very cool feature on Xbox consoles. So that's why I pretty much decided to get the Tomb Raider trilogy for Xbox consoles. And also, this time, it's not even cross-gen bundle on PlayStation platform. So if you decide to get this game, you have to either, if you have PS4 and PS5 like myself, you have to decide which one you get. You don't get both. So this time on PlayStation platforms, it doesn't support cross-gen. It's not a cross-gen bundle. So it's either PS5 or PS4, which, yeah, again, in this case, Xbox wins because it has a smart delivery. But yeah, already pre-ordered for Nintendo Switch and Xbox consoles, and the release date will be 14. It's still quite far away. It's next year. It's 14th of February 2024. So yeah, it's still about 5 months away, but I'm definitely I'm really excited about this because it has been so long since I played the first 3 Tomb Raiders. And yeah, a little bit about the, the graphics that were shown. And like I mentioned earlier, it was interesting that the game was revealed and showed on Nintendo Direct, but not on State of Play. It was quite weird because Tomb Raider games have PlayStation roots, of course. So it was quite weird to actually not reveal the game or announce the game collection on State of Play, but it was rather shown on Nintendo Direct. But again, I'm not sure why, but yeah. So what we've seen about the remastered graphics, to me it was very similar to Tomb Raider Anniversary graphics that was released back in the day on PC. I don't remember the platforms that were. I mean, the game that came out, I think, was it 15 year? It was a 15-year anniversary, I think. So the game, no, 20, not 15. It was 20th anniversary of Tomb Raider series. So the game was released, if I remember right, 20th anniversary. It was released 2006, I think, on PC. I played it on PC back in the day. But anyway, whatever those, I think it was later Xbox 360 or at the same time. Yeah, I think it was simultaneous release on PC and Xbox 360. And yeah, the PlayStation 3 wasn't released yet back then, 2006. But yeah, anyway, the game looked very similar to the Tomb Raider Anniversary. Very similar graphics, so do not expect next gen or current gen graphics on this trilogy, because yeah, again, it's not Tomb Raider trilogy remakes, they are remasters, so you have to remember, and there's a big difference between remakes and remasters, but it definitely looked much better than I thought. I mean, they could have just done the PS1 style graphics and just upscaled the resolution and maybe smoothed out the textures, but they did quite a lot more. And yeah, the game looks graphically very similar to 2006 anniversary game. So yeah, I mean, we already got that. Anniversary was okay, it was a remake, not remaster, but we already got the newer version of Tomb Raider 1, but we have never got until now the new versions, updated versions of Tomb Raider 2 and 3. So that's awesome that we'll finally get new versions of those classics too, not just the first one. Yeah, so that's about the Tomb Raider trilogy remastered. Nothing else really to discuss about from the Nintendo Direct, because yeah, no news about Nintendo Switch 2 or Super Nintendo Switch yet. I still have my hopes that they will maybe reveal something on Tokyo Game Show a little later this month. We'll see what happens. And no information whatsoever about Metroid Prime 4, which was a real bummer. But again, they could show or at least tell something new about the upcoming game on Tokyo Game Show, so we'll have to wait and see about that. So yeah, that's about, from Nintendo Direct. Personally, there wasn't really anything else interesting for me, and as you know probably, I make these videos pretty much just about the things I personally care about and I'm interested about. So this is not the usual discussing about the announcements of State of Play and Nintendo Direct in general, because of course there were many more announcements, but if they are not interesting for me, I will not cover them whatsoever. So yeah, next to the State of Play, and let me just a little bit talk about the really hilarious game. I mean, I'm pretty sure I won't get it, but it looked absolute hilarious. Was the starting game that they started the State of Play stream, was a physics-based game called Baby Steps. You play as a grown man who have to take baby steps. He can't use his arms. He had to navigate through nature, forests or whatever. There were a mountain that was shown on the announcement trailer or gameplay trailer. But yeah, the game looked hilarious. So it's a really physics-based game. You have to navigate through and avoid being fall over. So yeah, it looked quite interesting and hilarious, definitely. But yeah, usually I'm not that interested about the comedy games. I'm much more into the more serious games. But anyway, I have to admit it was quite funny. Yeah, and the most interesting announcement, that was, of course, there were already strong rumors about it, but yeah, they show it Separate Ways DLC for Resident Evil 4 Remake, where you play as Ada Wong. If you are a Resident Evil fan, Separate Ways, that was originally included in the PlayStation 2 version of Resident Evil 4. The Separate Ways was not included, interestingly, on the original GameCube version of RE4. But yeah, I have played it back then because I bought the game for PS2 also back in the day, and Separate Ways was an excellent addition. really good side mission, side campaign for RE4, and we will get again Separate Ways, but not for free this time. It will be paid DLC, but what I've heard, it will be only €10, $10, £10, I assume. But yeah, quite affordable, considering it will definitely be high quality, side campaign. Of course, you can expect super high quality because the main game RE4 Remake is just excellent, which I still haven't finished because I made a break from playing it throughout the summer, but now I'm definitely, when the fall is just around the corner or have already started, I will continue finally my RE4 Remake journey, definitely. And the best thing about the Separate Ways that it will be released next week. So Separate Ways will be available 21st of September. So what day is that? Now it's Friday 15th. So I think it's Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday Separate Ways will be out. $10, €10, £10. And also there will be a free PlayStation VR 2 mode coming, which personally I don't care about because the PlayStation VR 2 is fucking expensive. I mean, yeah, I get it, it has a technology that is really expensive, to make, but Jesus fucking Christ, it's more expensive. The PlayStation VR 2 is more expensive than the PlayStation 5, even the disc version, which is quite insane. Like, the PSVR 2 is like almost €700. Like, I don't have that kind of money, and if I had, I still wouldn't buy it because I just don't care about the virtual reality much. But those who care, good news for you. If you have a PlayStation VR and Resident Evil 4, you get the VR mode for free on this game. I think next week also, I'm not sure if it will be available at the same time as the Separate Ways will be released. That I'm not sure about because I wasn't that observant about that part of the stream. I can't remember. I think it will be the same next week. And there wasn't really any other games. Well, this was a game DLC, not the whole new. So there wasn't, new games that I was interested about from the State of Play stream, other than the Resident Evil 4 Remake DLC. But 2 new colors for PlayStation 5 consoles will be still I can't remember if they are already available or coming a little bit later this year, but there will be a red and blue PlayStation 5 consoles. I mean, they show it 3 colors, like blue, red and white. But why did they show it the white? Because it's the original initial color. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit different shade of white than the initial one. I'm not sure, but anyway, yeah, blue and red PS5. They look at quite nice, especially the blue one, I think. But yeah, no news about PlayStation 5 Pro yet. Same as from Nintendo Direct, so in either of streams, no reveals of next gen or new consoles whatsoever. But again, Tokyo Game Show, they might reveal maybe something about the PS5 Pro, or if it's not a thing yet, which I'm pretty sure, you know, that it's not time for that yet, for the PS5 Pro, because we have to remember that the PS5 really struggled the first 2 years of its availability. It was really poor. You couldn't even get either of PS5s, let alone, you know, Sony revealing already a PlayStation 5 Pro. So finally the availability problem is history, but it's been like this for maybe a whole year now, or little less than a year. So finally the availability hell is over, and you can now get PS5s from anywhere basically. So that's not a problem anymore. So yeah, I mean, it would have been insane for Sony to, you know, reveal PS5 Pro during the, you know, availability struggles of the standard version. That would be absolutely insane. And I still think that it's not time for PS4 Pro, because yeah, the PS5 finally just got out of the fucking availability hell that it suffered the first 2 years, or even more, about 2 years. So yeah, so again, later this month, Tokyo Game Show, I will be making a video if there are interesting new game reveals or console reveals. Even I will be covering those, but only those that are interesting for me, of course. So we'll see what will be revealed during Tokyo Game Show. Okay, so almost half an hour. Didn't really plan on doing this long video, but yeah, anyway. So if I'm not making any videos between this and Tokyo Game Show, I'm pretty sure there will be at least something interesting coming from Tokyo Game Show. So I'll probably will be making a video from those events. So see you then, if that happens, or if there's nothing interesting, of course I will not make a video. But anyway, enough now, so see you in the next one.